Hey guys, today we are going to continue to look at the Blue Eyes White Dragon related cards on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. First of all, we've got Kaibaman, a light level 3 warrior monster with 200 attack and 700 defense. Its effect is, you contribute this card, special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand. It's probably no surprise that this effect is way too specific to be useful in the modern game, even in budget decks. But to be fair, this card came out all the way back in 2006, and since then the game's only gotten faster and monsters more powerful. It did get a retrain though, Kaibaman the Legend, and that is the next card we're looking at. Kaibaman the Legend is a light level 1 warrior tuner with 200 attack and 700 defense, and its effect is, if this card is normal or special summoned, you can show 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand, deck, face-up field, and or graveyard, then special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard. If you special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can banish this card, add one Blue Eyes monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Kaibaman the Legend once per turn. This card doesn't see much play in Blue Eyes decks either, but it's definitely more playable than the original. More effects, better synergy, and just a bit more going on overall. Next, we've got Dictator of D, which stands for dragons. For some reason, Konami like to censor the word dragon, but only sometimes. If anyone knows why, feel free to comment, because I don't have a clue. Anyway, this is a dark level 4 spellcaster with 1200 attack and 1100 defense, and its effect reads, while you control a Blue Eyes monster, you choose the attack targets for your opponent's attacks. You can only use each of the following effects of Dictator of D once per turn. You can send one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or deck to the graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. You can discard one Blue Eyes White Dragon or one card that mentions it, special summon one Blue Eyes monster from your graveyard. This is a pretty solid support card. A lot of Blue Eyes monsters have effects that trigger when they're targeted for attacks, and Dictator of D gives you control over that while it's on the field, also helping you set up plays through the graveyard. It is still an optional card to run in the Blue Eyes archetype, simply because there's been so many good cards released recently that have kind of taken its place, but as I say, very good and only a super rare. Next is Chronicle Sorceress, a dark level 4 spellcaster with 1250 attack and defense. Its effect is, you can activate one of these effects based on the attributes in your graveyard. Light, send one Blue Eyes White Dragon or one card that mentions it from your deck to the graveyard, except Chronicle Sorceress, and Dark, send one Dark Magician or one card that mentions it from your deck to the graveyard, except Chronicle Sorceress. You can only use this effect of Chronicle Sorceress once per turn. So yeah, this one basically does the same thing for Blue Eyes as it does for Dark Magician, the main 2 boss monsters of Yugi and Kaiba, of course. It technically works in both decks, but it doesn't really see much play since faster and more efficient options have come along since. Then we've got Neo Kaiser Seahorse, a light level 4 dragon tuner with 1700 attack and 1650 defense. Its effect reads, if you control Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target one light tuner you control, increase or decrease its level by 1. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can send one Blue Eyes monster or one monster that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to the graveyard, except Neo Kaiser Seahorse. You can only use each effect of Neo Kaiser Seahorse once per turn. This one's genuinely useful. It helps with synchro summons due to its ability to modulate levels, and the fact it can special summon itself makes it pretty flexible. It's also a nod to the original Kaiser Seahorse, one of Kaiba's classic monsters in the anime. Next up, Chronicle Magician, a dark level 7 spellcaster with 2500 attack and defense. Its effect is, if a monster with 2500 original attack or defense is normal or special summoned to the field, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. If this card is special summoned, you can target one Dark Magician or one Blue Eyes White Dragon you control. It gains 2500 attack and defense until the end of the turn. You can only use each effect of Chronicle Magician once per turn. Another one that supports both Dark Magician and Blue Eyes decks, and while it's fun to play around with as an ultra rare, it's not necessarily really worth the investment unless you've already got it for free. There are cheaper cards that do more for the archetype right now. Next is Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon, a dark level 8 dragon with 3000 attack and 2500 defense. Its effect reads, cannot be normal summoned or set, must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck. There can only be one Malefic monster on the field, Other monsters you control cannot declare an attack. If there is no face-up field spell on the field, destroy this card. Straight from the Bonds Beyond Time movie, this one really only works in a niche Malefic deck. It doesn't belong in standard Blue Eyes builds, but at least it's a normal rarity, easy to craft if you're collecting the full set. And the next card is Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. Another light level 8 dragon with 3000 attack and 2500 defense. Its effect is, cannot be normal summoned or set, must first be special summoned from your hand by revealing one Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand. You can only special summon Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon once per turn this way. This card's name becomes Blue Eyes White Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard. Once per turn you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. This card cannot attack the turn this effect is activated. This one's an average pick. It is a bit awkward to special summon, needing another Blue Eyes in hand, and its effect just provides simple monster removal, so it's not quite as dominant in the current game. And then we've got Dragon Spirit of White, a light level 8 dragon with 2500 attack and 2000 defense. Its effect reads, this card is always treated as a Blue Eyes card. This card is treated as a normal monster while in the hand or graveyard. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one spell or trap your opponent controls, banish it. If your opponent controls a monster, quick effect, you can tribute this card, special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand. Another card that's been outpaced by newer support. Its spell and trap removal isn't bad, but since it can't special summon itself, it doesn't really make the cut in most Blue Eyes lists anymore. And finally for this video, we have got Blue Eyes Solid Dragon, which is a light level 8 dragon monster with 2500 attack and 2000 defense. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, negate its effects. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can shuffle this card from the field into the deck, and if you do, special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck. You can only use each effect of Blue Eyes Solid Dragon once per turn. This isn't bad for a rare card. It has an ability to negate a card and a quick effect which can special summon a Blue Eyes, but other than that, it's not necessarily needed to run in a Blue Eyes deck. And that is it for this video. In the next one, we will continue to look at these related cards, including the rest of the main deck monsters, and beginning with the extra deck monsters. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then. This one's genuinely useful. It helps with synchro summons due to its ability